How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Sue here. I am so glad that you joined me. Thank you so very much for stopping by. Today we're going to get to SQUEEZ, and we've never done SQUEEZ on the channel before, and they are a really underrated band in my opinion. They are amazing, and they've had some absolutely fantastic songs. Today we're going to get to COOLFORCATS, going all the way back to 1971, and this is a very cool song to hear. Before we get going though, if you can all like the video and subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, here we go. COOLFORCATS from 1979, and we are going to watch the official music video.
The Indians send signals from the rocks above the pass. The cowboys take position in the bushes and the grass. The score is with the corporal, she is tied against a tree. She doesn't mind the language, it's the beating she don't need. She lets loose all the horses when the corporal is asleep. And he wakes to find the fire's dead and arrows in his axe. And Davy Crockett rides around and says it's cool for cats, it's cool for cats. The Sweeney's doing 90 cause they've got the word to go. They get a gang of villains in a shed up at Heathrow. They're counting out the fivers when the handcuffs lock again. In and out at once with the numbers on their names. It's funny how the missus always looks a bleeding sane. And meanwhile at the station there's a couple of likely lads who swear like how's your father, and they're very cool for cats, they're cool for cats. To change the mood a little, I've been posing down the pub. I'm seeing my reflection, I'm looking slightly rough. I fancy this, I fancy that, I wanna be so flash. I'll give a little muscle and I'll spend a little cash. But all I get is bitter and a nasty little rash. And by the time I'm sober I've forgotten what I've had. And everybody tells me that it's cool to be a cat, cool for cats.
This is such a great song, and it's one of the few songs that Chris actually sang lead on instead of Glenn, who usually did most of their singing. And I absolutely love it. It's just so cool the way that he uses this kind of Cockney accent to sing in. I love the drums in this song. It's kind of slightly offbeat, and I really like it. It's different too with the women in the doing the background singing, and apparently they got girlfriends and friends to kind of just like come in to help them with this with doing the backup singing, which I thought was actually kind of cool. But I really love the feel of this song, and it's different than a lot of their other stuff. And the way that Chris sings this song, it's almost like a rap. Really, if you think about it, I mean, if this was done today, it would be in the form of a rap, but I love it because it's kind of like this storytelling kind of way of performing the song. It's absolutely fantastic. All right, let's rewind this a little bit.
But all I get is bitter and a nasty little rash. And by the time I'm sober I've forgotten what I've had. And everybody tells me that it's cool to be a cat, cool for cats. The disco when I think I've got a pull. I ask her lots of questions as she hangs onto the wall. I kiss her for the first time and then I take her home. I'm invited in for coffee and I give the dog a bone. She likes to go to discos but she's never on her own. I said I'll see you later and I'll give her some old chat. But it's not like they on the TV when it's cool for cats, it's cool for cats.
I love that song. It's just so fun. And even today, you know, it may not have come out today, but it's still, you know, when it's one of those songs that I just don't get tired of hearing. So it really does, it doesn't really lose its flavor. It may be kind of a time and place sort of song, but it doesn't lose its flavor for me. And I still really like it and find it quite relevant. It's really enjoyable. Absolutely fantastic. Great bass line in that song too. So very cool. Kind of cool with the keyboards in it as well. Just an all-around great song. Well done by SQUEEZ. So apparently this song actually did pretty well in both Australia and the UK. It hit number 2 in the UK and 5 in Australia. And I believe that this song actually is tied in the UK for being the highest charting song that they actually had put out. Now there are some songs that they had put out over time that maybe they didn't do as well perhaps on the charts at the time, that have kind of like resonated with people a little bit more, like Tempted. But at the time, this and Up the Junction were their 2 biggest hits on the charts. Absolutely fantastic. So the COOLFORCATS, I found out, I was reading a little bit about this, and COOLFORCATS, that phrase was actually a British TV show, and it was considered the first rock and roll TV show. I think it started in 1959, and that's where this phrase actually came from. And the song itself kind of was just relating to a lot of their own experiences, kind of in their own sort of social circles, I guess. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I absolutely love that. And if you like SQUEEZ and you'd like me to do more of their stuff, please put it down in the comments and I'll get to as many of them as I possibly can. And if you like some of the videos that I'm doing, just look up here at the end of this video. A couple will pop up and you may want to check them out as well. Okay, everybody, I think that wraps it up for the day. So everybody have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.